Okay, so this is Unit 1, Lesson 1. Part of this lesson is being able to plot a graph just by being given the equation itself. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'll use one of the most basic examples. This is a linear equation, y equals 2x plus 1. So if we are asked to use a table of values to plot the graph, you have to create the table of values. To create a table of values, you obviously need an x and y values. Now, when you're creating, the x value is the independent value, which means you can pick the x value. The y value will depend, it is the dependent value, it will depend on what you have chosen for x. So I'm going to randomly choose a few different values, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. So I've chosen these values. They can really be any values you like. When you're calculating it by hand, it's nice to choose nice, easy, round numbers. To find your y values, since your y depends on the x values, what you're doing is essentially putting whatever you've chosen for x into the equation, and you're solving for y. So our equation that gives us our y values is the 2x plus 1. So for your first value, we're putting -2 in for our x value. So 2 times -2 plus 1. 2 times -2 is -4. And then plus 1, -4 plus 1 is -3. So we've now found our y value based on our x value of -2. This is our first point that we can plot. And remember, points are in x's and y's. So our x value is -2, and our y value is -3. And we do the same thing again, but this time we're going to be doing it for -1. So we're going to find another point. So we're putting -1 in for our x value. So we have 2 times -1 plus 1. 2 times -1 is -2 plus the 1 that's there. -2 plus 1 is -1. Now we have another set of points. Our other point is now going to be -1, -1. And we do it again, this time by putting 0 in. So 2 times 0 plus 1. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. So again, we have another point. Our x value is 0, which means our y value is 1. And again. The more points you pick, the better representation it will be on the graph. I think that about 5 or 6 points is usually a good amount. So this is 2 plus 1, which equals 3. So when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. So our point is 1, 3. And then the last one, you plug 2 in for our x. So we get 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So when x is 2, our y value is 5. From here now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different points we can plot on the graph, and it will show us what y equals 2x plus 1 looks like. If you've noticed, this is a linear equation because it's of the form y equals mx plus b, where m is 2 and b is 1, and that will give us a straight line.